What's going on, guys? It's your boy Trickory here. I'm here bringing you a diamond building guide for the beast over here on Rampage. I like to play Rampage as an early game damage bully and transition to a deadly frontline tank late game. I also have a blink charm on this deck for extra mobility as if Rampage wasn't already difficult enough to deal with. Here's the build so you guys can copy it, and let's get right into the guide. I like to take the Sage's Siphon as my key to start out as Rampage. The 8 health per hit on jungle minions gives you great sustain early game with the minions, since my E or my circle is the last thing I unlock when I play Rampage. The first bit of action we get is when the river buffs makes their first spawn. I like for my mid laner to contest the river buff on the right side instead of getting the buff on the left. You get way more reward killing the enemy mid laner and securing the buff rather than him venturing off to the left and he could run a chance into their jungler killing him. I pinged for my mid laner to come help me to catch this Gid, but he didn't rotate and Gid was able to get away. The coast seems to be clear and I make my first back with about 4 points to spend. I slap on my Madstone gem and get some much needed power and upgrade it with a couple strikes to cost some hell to the enemy team. While walking on the side of the offline, I start to feel like a kid in a candy shop. I hear Grim and Steel going for the gold buff. I ping for Greystone to come help me as we sneak up behind him where we're going to get our first blood of the match. I get behind Steel, I pick up my rock, I slap him with it, I give him with a couple two-piece con him, but he manages to shield slam and get out of there. But Grim, nah. Ult in, I start to go behind him, tower is non-existent for me and Greystone. Grim goes down and now we turn in on Steel and I throw my rock and I just miss him. He got off with the sliverest of health. After killing Grim and running off Steel, we're able to secure this tier 1 with complete ease. With 3 points to spend, I make my way back to base and to cash in on these points. I finish our first Madstone gen, giving us a little bit more attack speed and equip my second one. At the 11-minute mark, I start to rotate towards a river bust and I'm able to snag a deadly black buff. After grabbing the buff, I run into unlucky Grux. He was able to pull me before I was able to get my rock off, so I'm forced to use my ultimate. I'm able to still rock him and secure the kill, with my health getting right back to 100%. With the jungler dead, we move into siege mid lane that only had a small amount of HP left on it. Steel is able to ult us, but with the tower down and numbers in our advantage, blood is all I see. We stun Grim and I'm able to grab a second kill to feed me more and more. As I was on my way to recalling, I spot our Greystone being pressed by 3 enemies as if 1v2 lane wasn't hard enough. I ult in to close the distance quicker, I stun Steel, I block the GTFO from Grim to save my Greystone's life and I'm able to pick off Steel and the rest just run off, so me and Grim are unable to do any further carnage. I'm able to back with 8 points to spend and I complete my second Madstone gem. I equip my third one and fully upgraded, giving us a lot of early game damage and decent attack speed. Nothing exciting happened, but I'm back at the shop with 5 more points to spend. I delete my Sage's Siphon since clearing the jungle is no hassle to me anymore and I equip Amulet of the Veteran. I slot 3 lesser health in giving us an extra 300 health boost. With the remaining 2 points I slot in my healer token because I do not upgrade my E or my circle past level 1 for a while, and this will give me extra health regen for the rest of the game. My team is grouped right side and are dealing with this Greystone. I come in for extra support just to make sure the kill is secured. As Greystone's ultimate goes off, I stun him and we pick off an easy kill. Once again our Greystone is being bullied 3v1 in lane. Me and Gideon rotate over to help out and punish them for overextended. I ult in but hold my rock so Grim could use his bubble first. As Steel dashes away I jump in to kill him, but I did not fall victim to tunnel vision and stuck to our priority, which was Grim. Grux also had fallen and only Steel survives. Seems like deja vu, huh? This time Steel gets hit with the Kobe and sent packing to the graveyard. On this back I have 7 points to spend and I equip my all important Guardian Sword. I delete my healer token and I fully upgrade it. I cannot stress to you guys enough the importance of wards. Wards truly win games. As the river buffs spawn, we group up to contest the buffs. Gid manages to teleport away, but Grux runs right into a rock. We pounce in on Grux when the enemy Gideon ults in on top of us. I'm forced to leap up and use my ult to focus in on Gideon, adding 1 more kill to the trophy case. Godstone is still chasing our Steel. I stun him, relieving huge pressure off our Steel. As Greystone comes back to life, we're able to collapse in on him and send 1 more to the morgue. With 3 dead, we aim to push for an end him. Grim low on mana, meaning no bubble for you. I'm able to stun Grim and take him out. The tower puts some serious damage on me, and I take my first and only death of the game by a player. I'm currently sitting at 9-1 and 7, and I'm sitting real pretty right now, so it's alright. After that first death, I slap on my blink real quick. Don't want that happening again. As my team presses their tier 2, I decide to wrap around and sandwich the enemy. I ult in and stick to Greystone like glue, who doesn't have his ult. As we play ring around the tower, I slap him with a few autos when rip. I come back to clean up with one of my almighty swipes. It was an even 2-for-2 exchange, but we should have won that fight. I have 4 points to spend, and this is about the time when I want to start transitioning into my tanky stage. I delete my Amulet of Veteran and I equip my Spiked Bone Plate since carries are getting to become a problem around this time. I also delete one of my Madstone gems to equip my Thorn Green Wave. I spot the enemy Steel is on the right side of the map and the enemy Gideon is dead, so I call for my team to group up and attack Orb Prime, but my Greystone decides to recall for whatever reason. As Grux spots us, we have to turn our attention to Grux or we will get collapsed on. I'm able to stun Grux and allow us to clean him up. Greystone was able to take off our Sereth. We turned in on Greystone, but I missed my rock and he's able to just get away. I have 4 points to spend and I slap another beta barrier into my Thorn Green Weave to make us even tankier. A team fight breaks out in the enemy's jungle. Grux lands an amazing smash and grab on me and I'm forced to pop my ult. I'm able to stun him, but without any real follow-up from my teammates, Grux is going to live to see another day. I turn my attention onto Greystone when Grux pops up and decides he wants to die. I land another stun on Grux, sending him packing. Gideon decides to join the party and I know I have to get up out of there. I'm able to barely make it out of there alive thanks to my tankiness. As I'm recalling, I spot Greystone's chestplate isn't lit up, so I decide to do a little bait and stun on Grey. I have to pop my ultimate, and as you can see, I'm so tanky, Grim is literally just tickling me with his autos. We're able to pick off Grim and move in to punish the enemy team. Greystone gets his ultimate back and our Steel lands a nice shield slam and we're able to also pick off Steel. Greystone manages to squirm away, but I blink to him and I got juked. We're able to finally get Greystone and now move on to the core. As we're about to take the core, Grux lands another great pull on me and Gideon ults too. We're able to kill Grux, but this fucking tower gives me a BS death at the end of the game. If you guys liked this video or it helped you out on playing Rampage, please give it a thumbs up. I truly appreciate it. Leave a comment on to which building guide you guys want me to see next. Any heroes you have in mind, just leave it below. See you guys next time on my next building guide. Peace out, Trickory.